Hey League, it's me, Clark Kent. No, gotcha. It's me, Roy, with, I don't know, it's week 12, right? The week 12 power rankings. Don't worry, they're coming. They're here. I know Thanksgiving was yesterday, and I'm sure a lot of you have things to be thankful for, but you've let it be known that these power rankings are the things that you guys are most thankful for, so I will deliver that to you right now. Hopefully all your Thanksgiving went well. And let's start with the star of Thanksgiving, the smoked turkey, Steve Gray. I don't have anything to say about Steve. I'll let our friend Olivia Wilde. I guess she had something to say, so take it away.
Well, Steve Gray, you are a terrible human being.
Well said. Now, Steve's 12th. The 11th is going to be, I think TPT is 11th. I think, yeah, her team's been pretty poor for the, 11th or 10th straight week, and so that's what she's doing, find herself at 11th. That team's no good, and unless she's facing me, then boom, points left and right. As we saw yesterday with the Panthers D and Eddie Lacy, his second good game of the year. So we'll see. TPT, if she won't beat me, okay? That's a promise. I will win this week, and she'll stay at 11th. 10th is Tony Johnson. Tony, he had a relatively speaking an okay week. He lost to Brady, so that's never a good week. But he's in a bit of a tough place. He's probably got to win out to make the playoffs. I'm not sure if he will. I think he plays Andy this week, then Zaya, so he plays two of the top teams, and it could be a tough stretch, but we'll see. That was 10-9. I've got Brady. Brady was complaining about being ranked lower than TPT last week, and you know what? His complaining doesn't do anything, but winning does. So there you go, Brady. You won. You proved that you were better than TPT, at least for the time being. So I moved you up. You're welcome. 8, I've got Greg Price, who had a good week. Wow, finally. What are the odds? He has a good week against me. Congrats on your win, Greg. I can't say a whole lot more than that. He had a good week, but all in all, his team ain't doing much the rest of the year. 8, 7. 7 this week, I've got David DeLuga. Yeah, he didn't move up a spot in the rankings. He won. Now he's, I don't know, what is he? 6-5. So be it. You can't. I made a new rule this week. If you can't score more than 75 points, you're not going to move up in the rankings. That's why David's staying in 7th. His team won with 69 points with itches, which is a bit of just I don't know. I don't even have a word for it. It just shouldn't happen, David. I'm not going to give you any credit for scoring 69 points, whether you win or lose. Okay. So you're at 7th this week. 6, I've got, I think, Derek. Yeah, I've got Derek. I think Derek was 6th last week. He complained about it, but he really proved me wrong with that, 65 or something, so I can't move him up. He's staying there at 6. At 5, I've got John Zaya. Zaya's team has kind of fallen off the map. He lost. He lost to a team that scored 69 points, so that should never happen in any league. But when you start Blake Bortles over Russell Wilson, then maybe that will happen. So Zaya, you're dropping a good amount down to 5. 4, I've got Kevin Copey. Kevin won again. He didn't have a good week at all, but he played Derek, and all he had to do was show up to win, and his team showed up. They didn't do anything, but that was enough. So Kevin is still, now he's in the playoff hunt at 4-7 somehow. But yeah, so he's at 4. I've got my team at 3 still. Lost to Greg. Didn't have a good week. I had a good amount of players on bye too, which didn't help, and I played one of the few teams that actually had a good week. So whatever. I will win this week. I will win this next week. I will finish 7-6 and begin my reign of terror, so to speak, on the rest of the league. So I'm at third still, and I don't care what anybody says. That's where I belong. Number 2, I've got Andy Break-Even Hartman. Andy, with his week, he had a strong week. He outscored Derek to win the Survivor pool, bringing his I think he's got $60 in skins and $45 now from the Survivor, so he's broken even on the season, and that might be a good or a bad thing for Andy, because I think his team might kind of rest easy knowing they've broken even and not really give the needed push towards the championship, but who knows. And at number 1 this week, I've got Sean again. So there you have it. Those are my rankings. Thanks for tuning in, and if you don't like it, where you're at, quit crying about it and do something and win, okay?